All right, let's talk about a simple but super powerful English phrase that's going to help you jump into conversations with way more confidence. We're talking about how to chime in. Let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You're listening to your friends, they're having this great chat, an idea just pops into your head. But you hesitate. You're thinking, how do I jump in without it being weird? Well, that's exactly the problem we're going to solve today. So first things first, what in the world does chime in actually mean? Let's break this phrase down. Basically, to chime in just means you're joining a conversation that's already happening by adding your own thought or opinion. It's a really friendly, informal way to show you've got something to add. You can almost think of it like a bell chiming. You're adding your own little sound to the mix, and it's usually a helpful one. Okay, so knowing what it means is step one. But the real trick is figuring out the perfect moment to actually use it. Timing is everything. The absolute best time to chime in is when a conversation already has some good energy. So, imagine your friends are all excited, planning a trip or something. The ideas are flying, everyone's into it. That is your green light. Chiming in at a moment like that feels less like an interruption and more like you're just adding to the fun. Look, theory is great and all, but the best way to really get this is to see how it works in the real world. So we're going to do a quick role play of a super common situation, a couple of friends just trying to figure out where to eat. Okay, so here we go. One friend kicks it off with a totally open question. This is basically an invitation for people to start sharing their ideas. The conversation has officially started. Now, the next friend adds to it, but also brings up a little problem. You see how the conversation is building and changing? And right here, this is the perfect opportunity to chime in. And boom, there it is. That is a perfect example. See how it's super polite? It introduces a new, really helpful idea without shooting down the other suggestion. It's just a really smooth, natural way to add to the conversation. So now you see how it works. Let's dive into a few pro tips, because using this phrase well will make you sound so natural, but you gotta use your new power wisely. And this is absolutely key. Context is everything. Chime in is your best friend in casual chats, when you're just sharing a relevant thought with friends, but you really want to be careful not to interrupt someone while they're still talking. That's a big no-no. And you don't want to overuse it, or you might seem like you're trying to control the conversation. Oh, and in a really formal business meeting, you might want to go with something a bit more buttoned up, like, if I may add something. It's all about reading the room. Okay, you've seen what it is, when to use it, and how to use it. Now it is your turn. Let's see if you can spot the perfect moment to chime in. You totally got this. All right, have a look at these three options. In which one is it totally appropriate to chime in? Is it A, while you're listening silently to a secret? B, when your friends are chatting about something and you want to share your opinion? Or C, when you've been asked to be quiet during a class? Take a second and think about it. If you picked B, you are 100% correct. A casual chat with friends is the perfect, ideal situation to chime in. You obviously wouldn't chime in on a secret. That would be terrible. And yeah, definitely not the right move when a teacher is asked for quiet. And that's it. You've officially got the hang of chime in. You are now armed with this awesome, natural-sounding phrase to join in on any English conversation. The only thing left to do is to get out there and actually use it. So think about it. What's the next conversation you're going to chime in on?